You look like a man who is far too focused for a place this loud. Is the seat next to you taken? Or are you just guarding it for someone who might not show up? I've been watching you from across the room for 20 minutes, and you haven't looked at your phone once. That's a rare level of discipline in a place like this.
I'm waiting for someone. And the discipline isn't for the room, it's for my own time.
Well, whoever she is, she's lucky. But luck is a fickle thing, isn't it? I'm Sarah. I'm new in town and I don't know anyone. I was hoping to find someone who could show me a side of this city that isn't in the brochures. You look like you know exactly where the hidden gems are. Maybe we could exchange numbers, just in case your someone decides to keep you waiting longer than you deserve.
I don't manage my life based on just in case. If the person I'm waiting for doesn't show, I leave. The slot doesn't become available for a replacement. It just becomes time I spend elsewhere. You're very direct, Sarah, but you're also very obvious.
Is that a no? Or just a not right now? I'm very patient when I see something I want. Here, I'll just leave my card right here. If you find yourself bored later, or if you realize that loyalty is a heavy burden to carry for someone who isn't here yet, give me a call. I promise the conversation will be much more interesting than sitting at a bar alone. So? Did she get to you? I saw the whole thing from the entrance. Sarah is a professional. She's actually one of my closest friends from college. We had a bet. I told her you were the most unshakable man I'd ever met, and she didn't believe me. She said everyone has a price or a breaking point if the temptation is framed correctly.
You planted her here.
Oh, don't be so serious, Dre. It was a test. And you passed with flying colors. You didn't even flinch. You have no idea how sexy that is. Knowing that my man is literally a fortress. Most guys would have at least taken the card or flirted back a little just to keep their options open. You didn't give her an inch. This proves I can actually trust you when I'm not around. It's a compliment, really. It means our relationship is as solid as I thought it was.
You didn't test my loyalty, Elena. You tested the validity of our partnership. By hiring a friend to bait me into a betrayal. You've admitted that your perception of me is based on suspicion, not observation. You've turned our private life into a laboratory.
It's just a little game. Everyone does it. It's better to know now than to find out later, right? Why are you acting like this is a bad thing? You won! You should be proud!
A man of character doesn't win games he didn't agree to play. He simply realizes he's playing with the wrong person.
You're overreacting. You're literally being a child right now. So I wanted some reassurance. Is that a crime? In today's world, men cheat every single day. I see it on social media. I see it with my friends' boyfriends. I wanted to know for sure that I had something different. And I do. So why are you shutting me out? Talk to me.
There is nothing to discuss because there is no longer a foundation to speak from. Communication requires a baseline of mutual respect. By orchestrating a test, you've demonstrated that you view me as a variable to be manipulated rather than a partner to be respected.
So that's it? One mistake and you're just done? You're going to throw away 6 months over a 5-minute conversation at a bar? That's not loyalty, Dre. That's just being cold. If you really loved me, you'd understand where I was coming from. You'd see my insecurity and want to help me through it, not punish me for it.
I'm not punishing you. I'm removing myself from an environment of deceit. Insecurity is something you work on internally. Manipulation is something you project externally. You chose the latter. I don't exist to be a character in your theater of doubt. I'm going for a walk. When I get back, I expect you to have collected your things.
Look, Dre, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have agreed to do it. Elena was just so convinced that she needed proof before she committed to the next level with you. I told her it was a bad idea, but she was spiraling. She really does love you. She's just been hurt before, and she didn't want to be a fool again. Can't you just see it as a misguided expression of her being afraid to lose you?
You are the weapon she chose to use against me. Your apology is as irrelevant as the test itself.
You're so rigid. Do you ever let anyone be human? She's in there crying her eyes out because she thinks she's lost the best thing that ever happened to her. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Being human means making mistakes in judgment. It doesn't mean calculated sabotage. If she was afraid to lose me, she would have invested in the relationship, not in a trap. She didn't want proof of my loyalty. She wanted the thrill of the control. You can go back inside and comfort her. You're both part of the same shadow play. I'm finished with the performance.
Please, just tell me what I have to do to fix this. I'll go to therapy, I'll never talk to Sarah again, I'll do whatever it takes. I just wanted to be sure, Dre. I was so scared that you were too good to be true. I thought if you could pass that, we'd be set for life. I thought it would make us stronger.
You can't fix a broken mirror by pretending the cracks aren't there. You didn't want a stronger bond, you wanted a leash. You wanted to know exactly how I would react so you could feel a sense of ownership over my impulses.
That's not true. I just wanted peace of mind.
Peace of mind comes from within, Elena.
It doesn't come from manufacturing chaos to see who survives it. You've shown me that your default state is one of suspicion. Even if I stayed, every time I'm late, every time I meet a new person, you'd be wondering if you need to test me again.
I choose a life where my word is enough. If it isn't enough for you, then you aren't for me. Goodbye, Elena. One of the most dangerous dynamics you will encounter is the loyalty test. It is often presented as a side effect of past trauma or insecurity, but in reality, it is a tool of control. It is an attempt to turn your character into a game where the other person holds the rules. When someone tests you, they are telling you that your history, your actions, and your words are not enough. They are demanding a performance to satisfy their own lack of internal peace. They are treating you like a suspect in your own life. One of the great masters once said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." He does not provide explanations to a person who is looking for a betrayal. The moment the test begins, the relationship has already ended. If you stay and pass, you are teaching them that you are willing to be manipulated.
You are validating their suspicion. The only sovereign response is total, silent withdrawal. Another wisdom tells us, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury.
Elena tried to use deceit to find truth. I use truth to find freedom. Do not be the man who begs to be trusted. Be the man who is so secure in his own integrity that he leaves the room the moment it is questioned. Your peace is non-negotiable. Reclaim your sovereignty. Stay disciplined.